No.
You are definitely not a mob. That is the way of them trying to put you down.
Yes.
When we have not been listened to, when we have never been heard, that is why we're outside demonstrating and showing our support for a family that has been ignored for months and months and months. Only now, over the past few days, has it become a media kind of frenzy. But you were there before they were even heard.
Yeah.
When Tom came to me 7 weeks ago on the phone, not a single Labour MP in his area came to his help, not a single Conservative MP, a Liberal Democrat councillor. Everybody ignored him. It was another child on the conveyor belt of death by withdrawal of treatment. As far as I'm concerned, that can't happen in this country anymore. Enough is enough.
Yeah,
Charlie
absolutely.
Gard, Aisha King, Charlotte Wyatt. And yes, I do support the NHS. I do believe that doctors and nurses try to do a good job, but they're not omnipotent. They're not God. They make mistakes. Sometimes they're wrong. They were wrong with Aisha King. They said that child would die. But what did they do? They didn't agree with them. They pursued their dad with a European arrest warrant across the continent, and now is that child looking well?
Yeah.
Absolutely. The same with Charlotte Wyatt. And now we have Alfie, and the good news is Alfie is breathing well again tonight. I've just come off them. He's helpful. He's not healthy. He has been left starving without food for a while, but they're beginning to look after him. And I'm just saying, without your support and the great skill and tenacity and courage of Tom and Kate and their family that I've met, then they would not have even got this far. So I want to say to all of you, keep doing what you're doing, keep helping and supporting, keep lobbying these MPs, but remember, you're no longer alone. You have the Italian government on your side. The Italian ambassador sent their representatives to the courts. We have the president of Poland. We have American senators like Ted Cruz and ex-governors like Mike Huckabee now helping us. We have the people of Dublin demonstrating with candles for us. We have them all over the world, in Brazilian people supporting us, Irish people supporting us. They are shocked that our country could think that it's easy enough to put a child to death when there are alternative options. Or at least allow him to go home with his family.
There's not even a care plan in place, was there? That's
Everybody, common sense across the globe, is looking at Britain and asking why. They are stunned and shocked. Members of the European Parliament I've met cannot believe in a modern world that we don't even have a heart and a soul and some decency to allow the family to take him home or give him a chance.
Can anything further be done for the family? Have they got any more options?
We're doing all we can. The actions are now, I think, is to hold your candlelight vigils outside the hospital. Work with your friends across the countries and across the globe who want to bring this to the knowledge. Do not let this idea die. Do not let Tom and Kate and their families' hard work die. Make sure that we all are working to support them. And after this, we want to make sure that there is an Alfie's Law. No more shall a 21-year-old boy without a university education in law be able to go to the high courts in London against some of the most senior QCs in this country with all the money the hospitals have against him to make sure his child dies. That is not fair. Do any of us think that is fair?
No.
It shouldn't happen again. The parents shouldn't be ignored. They should have an advocate paid for by the state, independent of the state, knowing how to represent them against the hospitals and the courts. That is what we're going to be demanding. And we want a change in the law that no more is the state regarded as the champion of the child when it's the parents who should be the champion of the child. We want equality back in that, not the inequality that exists at the moment. And I want to just say at the end of this day, there is one human being sitting in a hospital and lying there who needs our help. We've all been working for it. May somebody bring sense to the hospitals, their lawyers, the courts, to allow him at the very least to go home with his family, even if you haven't got the decency to let him go to a hospital who is willing to try and save him.
Yes.
God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We will make America great again.